Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over something a little bit different. Instead of the guns themselves, let's go over suppressors and considerations you should do when buying a suppressor. So most people are going to get a thread-on type suppressor, right? Threads on like that. Left, right, left, right. So something to consider when buying a suppressor is one that you can either service yourself or modify to fit different attachments. So these two are Rugged suppressors. This one's a 9, that one's the Obsidian 45, and they have pistons. So you can actually unthread this from the back. I've already done it. Right, goes in here like that. The cap goes over it to secure it, and you can actually change it out for different mounting options. They have locking mechanisms similar to the style of this Osprey, because it just twists so it can fit that cool up and down vertical status, even though it's still a direct thread. But some of them have like little tri-lug locking pistons, and that's a very great system to use. So it threads on, and then it sits like this on the pistol, and it looks cool, but it has to have its own little mounting and threads or spacers to adjust right. I'll leave that there like that for now. And the benefit of those is so this doesn't happen to you. Because if your suppressor becomes loose and isn't firmly seated in by getting one like a tri-lug locking system, you can twist it on and you won't get any dethreading of the suppressor. It won't come loose from the vibration and shooting of it, and this won't happen to you. Because if not, you have to make sure all your threads are tight. Every few rounds or so, you got to make sure your suppressor's tight. And then, you got to buy a glove and so on and so forth. Now, another positive thing about Rugged suppressors, I'm non-sponsored by the way, I bought all these, paid for myself, tax stamp, the whole 9 yards, is they're user serviceable. So you can take them apart, open them up, and maintain them. And that's a great thing. You can clean them, Now, let's say your suppressor does become loose and you get what's called a baffle strike. This fortunately did not have a baffle strike. This is just what's called an end cap. And it's just this very end portion that got, struck. But it doesn't affect any of the firing. None of the baffles actually got struck. It was just this very end piece. But this portion is actually my suppressor. So this is the NFA portion. This is the pain portion if you have to get a baffle strike type deal in this section. This section, I can actually just buy longer or shorter for this and then just rethread it on for use again. So this is actually no big deal to me because I just rethread it back on. If it goes, I need to clean it. All right, there it goes. Thread that back on, and it's again a complete suppressor. But since that happened, I can just get a new this piece right here, and that's it. Don't have to send it in, nothing. Same for that, but if this one had a baffle strike, it's pretty much done. But now, if you look at this one, you can actually, tighten it back up. You can actually remove baffles on this. This is the Silencer Co. Osprey. These are your baffles. So I can take this apart by removing that nut. It's going to open up and allow me to clean this. All right, and then we have another style of locking. This is going to be my Surefire RC2. And that's it. Now, when you're looking at the rifles, so this is a QD attachment. Most suppressors for rifles that use QD attachments, you usually have to go with that brand's muzzle device. And in this instance, I got a Surefire War Comp because, you know, Surefire RC2. Now, this is their QD device, is built into all... Let me pop that up. I know, that's backwards. Don't worry about it. It's me. Don't worry about it. Their quick attach system, built in into all their SOCOM muzzle devices. I like the muzzle device anyway, so it don't matter. But the RC2, this is the 7.62, so I can use it for 7.62, 300 blackout, and 5.56. It's a great suppressor. No issues with it so far. Definitely recommend it. But now they got the RC3. So the important things to factor in is multi-cal devices. So with this one, the 45, I can switch out different pistons and be able to shoot the same size bullet. I got a little close one right there. But you can shoot a lot more. See, in this one's end cap is just right here. If you have a different piston, and that's all you got to buy to shoot different calibers out of some of these, is just get you a different piston and you're good to go. A lot of suppressor companies are doing that now. And I would definitely remember, do your research. I would recommend something you can service yourself, you can maintain yourself, and that's something that you can easily buy different pistons for, and then use them on different pistols, rifles, etc., etc. That way, you know, you get to use more for the money. If you have any questions about suppressors, you know, definitely do your research. Drop a comment. I'll see what I can answer for you. And until next time.